This black and white mentality must end. Herein lies the problem, which is if you are a progressive liberal party member or a follower, you will follow their mandate to the T. You are, in a sense, like a drone. You do not see no other possible areas of improvement for your party, the PLPs. You are indeed the full and sum total of a perfect regime. If you are an F&M, it's the same thing. Your party cannot do any wrong in your sight. Every other party is the problem. Your party has only the solution. It is either your party's way or the highway. And this must end. We, as Bahamians, must grow out of this mentality. We must transcend to a better state where we do not look for our political leaders for guidance or counseling on what to do and how to live our lives. We must choose for ourselves how we are going to live our lives, because it's indeed the people that are the government. It's the people with the power. It is you and I that possess that power to give, or should I say, to lend to these candidacies for election. They are being led by our mandate. It is what we choose for our Bahamas, for each and every Bahamian. But we do not see it that way. We are still locked in this, oh Father, help me, tell me, give me a job, give me some money, give me a house. This happens every 5 years. And for the price of a turkey or a ham at Christmas time, a vote is cast. Someone sells their vote. Someone sells their soul. Someone sells out the Bahamas. And this must end. I am serious about this. I'm seeing it, or maybe it's just me, but I'm seeing this as a grave detriment to our future. If this prolong and continue, we will have no Bahamas or Bahamians to call ourselves proud. We will have no nation at all. We must start to see our elected officials, those that are a candidate for our constituency to represent us, our community. We must see them and them alone. We cannot pair them up with the party they are running for. It is not the party that will help us. It is that individual that ought to represent us, that ought to help us. So if we have a problem, we do not go to the party. We ought to go to that represented official, the ones that we voted for. They are the ones that ought to make sure that our community is clean, safe from crime, that we have parks, that we have adequate education in schools, that everything is running smoothly. But when it comes to the business side, and I'm not saying that the government or that representative ought to do the work, I'm just saying that they should represent us or our ideals. In Parliament, when it comes down to the work, is a community effort. We all combine our skills, our knowledge, and our resources to see that the community is indeed clean, safe from crime and criminal activities, that our parks are clean and visible, that our children can have a safe place in which to play away from the streets, that our schools are well and properly kept. Teachers have all the utensils that they need, all the resources and the materials that they need to teach our children effectively, that we can have a new crop of generations that will grow up in the philosophy that You are your brother's keeper, and you are responsible for your own actions. What you do in life, you will get back in life. So is the system that we ought to adopt. But this black and white, I am a PLP, therefore I do not vote for no one else. I am an F&M, therefore I do not vote for no one else. That must stop. Indeed, it ought to be I am voting for that candidate that has my ideals in mind, that see my vision, that we compare our notes together and find that it is indeed compatible. They can work with us. They have our community in mind. They have our best interests set forward. Their mandate is to represent us, and we are getting that representation from this particular candidate. And that should be it regardless of that candidate's party or political influence. That candidate is indeed the aspiration of our community. Therefore, we shall vote for that candidate. But it is not so. It is such a division, even in a household where you have a father who might be a PLP, or a mother who might be an F&M, and the kids might be a CDC or whatever other third or fourth or fifth party might exist. I'm not saying that you cannot vote how you so choose. I'm just saying that when you so choose to vote for any particular candidate, please let it be the candidate that is able and capable of doing the job. So we, in essence, must do our homework to ensure that that particular candidate can do that job and make sure that particular political candidate does that job the way it's supposed to be done, the way we want it done, the way our community can grow, our Bahamas can grow, our people can benefit and reap the rewards for generations and generations to come. That is the kind of party I'm looking for. That is the kind of leadership we expect from our political candidates. But are we getting it? No. We are having a rivalry right down the middle. We are having a war. It is either the PLP or the F&M, the governing party or the official opposition. And this two-party system is wrenching and dividing our state. It must end. Now, in my next update, I will be offering some ideas on how we can fix or find available and a common solution to all of our problems, to all of these issues that plague us with our political system, our political leaders, and indeed this two-party system. After all, we are a democratic state. We are the Bahamas, one of the most beautifulest countries in the world. We boast our sun, our sand, and our sea, but it's indeed not the sun and sand and sea that keeps our tourists coming back. It is the friendly, warm people that greet them with a warm smile, a friendly attitude, and a welcome, hospitable way of making you feel home away from home. Until then, my name is Chris Rolle for the Clique group of companies, and I bid you adieu.